Hello there. So, welcome to the Hindu analysis dated June 24th. So, the first article that we got in the newspaper is banks get assets worth 8,441 crore from ED. ED is Enforcement Directorate. So, the Enforcement Directorate has transferred assets worth uh, this much to public sector banks that suffered a huge loss of nearly 22,000 crores due to the frauds committed by this businessman Vijay Mallya and Nirav Modi and few others. Okay, these three accused had gone to overseas. So what they did is they had some of the assets and they had seized the assets and they got the assets to the banks. So that's the news over here. So the second article we're going over here is that Modi to meet Jammu and Kashmir leaders today. So Modi is going to meet the Jammu and Kashmir leaders. Few of them did not agree and few of them had agreed. So we're gonna see what is going to happen. And Kerala capital bugs excess death trend. And we can see the COVID 19 is going on, and it seems to be an fatal thing, so it is going on. And yeah, so as I had taken an Hindu edition of Vishakhapatnam, it speaks about the Vizag to set up a hub for employment generation, says Jagan, the CM of Andhra Pradesh. And going to the region, we no need to go it into the deep. Now let's go to the region. It is not that much important, but we can see here the copper plates discovered in Srisalem is really important because it may come that what are the copper plates and where it may be. So you should just check it out. So see, you can see the inscription over here, right? So the copper plate found at Sri Salam in Kurnool district was issued by Reddy, son of Allada Reddy, the king of Rajendravaram in 1436 AD. So it's a long back, right? So these kind of things will be important. And going to the next, the important thing, so it is the south. Okay, so so suppose if we take in map, this will be south. Okay, and the above one will be the north, we know that, right? So high court suspends government order on hospital room rent. So there is an article over here, a health that order allowed private hospitals in Kerala to fix rent. Courts put it on hold. That there is an insurge of the money that had been issued and then going. So what they did is, let's have a fixed rent for these hospitals, but it had been in hold. And going to the next, this is the editorial and the most important thing, we need to go through it. Okay, so here it says about friends in need. Okay, so it says about the political talk of the gathering of political leaders, activities, and scholars by Trinamool Congress leader Yashwant Singh on Tuesday. However, was a lot of speculation about the emergence of a third front. We know BJP and Congress, and they need to have a third front. So this is the article says about that. Just read it; will be helpful for you. So it will be engaging. Okay. So next, actually this is an editorial, and the second one we can see it is engage Iran. So what happened is that the US had blocked dozens of Iran linked websites uh, as they had given sanctions because of, as there had been sanctions on the newly elected president Ibrahim Raisi, a hardline president. Okay, so they had been into the effect of blocking dozens of Iran linked websites. Before they had also US government had also blocked Chinese websites also. Okay, so they should not block it, and this kind of cases is what the article is written. You can just check it out. So this is also another article: the Kashmir outreach and the Afghan storm. The government's Jammu and Kashmir moves may be part of a more complex regional game involving India's security interests. So Afghan will play a major role. As Taliban's effect had been withdrawn, will be going. We need to have an ties with Afghanistan as it is our neighbor. Also, it says about the objectives and realities and the border situation and hardly of internal issue, because it's an internal issue with Afghanistan, because Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir shares a border with Afghanistan. Of course, it's in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Yet, as we consider it our border, there is an dialogue with Pakistan and an US factor. So we need to consider it. Okay, and the second, coming to this second article, it says the gender technology gap has to end. Okay, there needs to be a feminist approach to technology to solve the social impacts of the South Asian COVID-19 crisis. So we need to be limited or no access. We need to give access for all the people, so it helps them to engage, and it will be an greater step. Okay, here we can see the union government has a unifying effect. So what is that effect? The term center is absent in the constitution, as the constitution assembly did not want to centralize power. Okay, even the constitution assembly don't want to centralize power, rather they want to give an absolute powers. Okay, so this article says about that. And a recovering path for airlines is not that important. Now going to the next, it says about the Alapan. Okay, so who is this Alapan? Okay, so Mamata want to move to state penalty proceedings against the former chief secretary. So there is a chief secretary whom the center was um, victimizing using force. Okay, because of the improper actions. So Mamata Banerjee is not willing to encounter those, so she is actually helping them. Okay, so going with next, High Court declines Facebook WhatsApp fresh plea. They had given a plea regarding the new privacy policy, yet the High Court had did not, did not went well with that. And you know what? BJP got 76% of donations by electoral trust. It is given by ADR, and 7 trusts got 365 663.51 crores from corporates, where the rest are need to submit the reports. So you can estimate how many crores. Okay, Congress gets only 31%, while the BJP gets the largest share. You know that the BJP gets 363, where Congress gets only 31 crores. So you can understand what is going on in our country. So we need to be a standing, so we can go well with that. Okay, and IAF Navy match skills with US team. So there is an exercise going on where you should go, and then there is a strike group. Okay, so we need to just check it out all the things, so it will be helpful for us. And going with next, we know China, and then China is rising in brand new units near borders. Okay, they had went away, but then again they are again planning some new borders. We can see this. There are many kind of tankers over here, so there are new people, no new troops coming over the line of control, actual control. Maybe, yep, we can say that. So also we can see this Jaishankar flags close up deployments. These are not, this is not much important. And going to the next, we can see 63.2 lakh people get vaccine shots. Okay, it's an really an good thing. See this? We can see over here. We can see over here that United States and India, they are coming a little bit, but due to percentage, India had a greater percentage. We will not be that percentage, but yet we are doing a better thing. Okay. Now, additional food grain scheme to continue till November. It is giving an food grain to be distributed to that 81.35 crore beneficiaries. Okay, and Republicans block voting rights legislation. And this is in world news. And Iran says it foiled attack on atomic energy agency building. It says that Iran had shut down its nuclear power plant temporarily, and it says it foiled attack on atomic energy. Neither the building nor nature of attack was identified, so it is not an issue. Okay, but it's an great issue if anything happens. And then going to next, three killed in blast near jailed Pakistan military home. It's not that important. Yet let's go with the next thing. Is the states not prudent in reopening as vaccination rates are still low? So they are not ready. States are not ready to open anything as the vaccinations are low, or like the speed of the vaccination is low as compared. And it goes on with this sports space. Kiwis by the ghost of 2019 crowned first world test champion. Okay, Kiwis got the first world test champion, and it is the first time New Zealand won the inaugural world test champion with a commanding performance in the final against India, which is really an unbeatable thing. And Williamson anchored the century, which is really an great news to the New Zealand people. And now Ravindra Jadeja becomes the number one all-rounder. You know that? And Spain's steamrollers Slovakia to make last 16 from Group E. Okay, so if you are following these things, it will be really helpful for you guys in the sports thing. And it's an Olympic doubt over Demaret. Okay, so yeah, this is all about the 24th June 2021 newspaper. Thank you for watching, and do comment all the other news which you know, and do take care. Good day. Bye bye.